everybody, it's Jasmine, and today I'm bringing you guys a roundup review on the brand new SHOPMISSA releases. Now, the last SHOPMISSA review that I did was of their new lip glosses as well as their foundation. I didn't buy 100% of the releases. I will get into that simply because I am a consumer just like you and I don't need 100% of everything, but I will talk about why I didn't get them. So let's go ahead and pick up where we left off from the foundation. Now, the next launch after the foundation was these little sponge holders here. They're called their Whirlies and Cubies. I got the Cubie and I got the black one. They have different variations of styles and colors, but I just thought this one was sleek, it's cute, and quite honestly, it's very convenient. Look at this. I just love the fact that I can now have my sponge in a clean spot so that it is not touching the table, because my table is just prone to always getting dirty. I'm always having things out on my desk and you just never know. So I love the fact that my sponge now can dry and also just stay out of dirt. So I love this. It's a pretty good invention. I mean, it's not new to the beauty world, but it is something that I find very useful. Now, you may notice this sponge. Yes, this was launched right after this. So this is their brand new microfiber sponge. If you watched my last SHOPMISSA video, the SHOPMISSA Hits and Misses Part 2, I talked a little bit about how I really didn't like the original microfiber sponge because I felt like it just shed on me. My foundation didn't look as smooth as I wanted it to, and I believe they are discontinuing the original microfiber sponge and replacing it with this one. So they did release two different shapes. They released the purple one, which has the cut on the side here, and then they also released a pink one that I haven't used yet. It's essentially the same formula. It's just a different color and a different shape. So the pink one is actually in more of a rounded shape with the cut up here. So can you guys see with my hair? So it is a little bit of a different shape, same texture when they're dry, and I assume it's gonna be the same texture when it's wet. Now, the huge difference between this new formula and the old formula is that this is so freaking squishy. Now, I do want to say, compared to the Juno & Co sponge, I only have the rose. I know they have a lavender, I know they have a yellow lemon one, but I don't own those, so I can't compare. But comparing these two, I feel like this gets way softer when submerged into water. Now, the great thing is, I know I mentioned this a lot on my channel, when I do use microfiber sponges, I always see the little microfibers on my face, whether it's the imprint or the actual fuzzies. So I like the fact that this actually doesn't leave that mark on my face, and I do realize that I do have to use a significantly less amount of foundation in order for this to actually perform the way I want it to. If I go in with too much foundation, of course, I am going to see that little mark on my face, but you know, once you figure out how much foundation you're supposed to use with it, I think you'll really like it. I prefer this 100 times over their original. I've had it since it launched and it hasn't shed on me at all, hasn't ripped. And this is also part of their Pawpaw charity collection. So this is gonna be $1.55. 55 cents gets donated to animal charities. So I love that. I love having the ability to donate whenever possible. And I just like that this is actually worth it. As most of you guys know, SHOPMISSA doesn't ever really send me anything, but when they do, I am very appreciative of it because it is very rare, let me tell you. Now, they did actually send me these little eyeliners, I think 3 weeks before it actually launched, and these are the Stellar Holographic Liquid Eyeliner. I do have two shades. I gave two away because I simply just didn't need all the eyeliners. So they have 4 different colors. They have a pink one, a green one, a yellow one, and then a blue one. So these are more iridescent as they are holographic. So in the demo, I am showing you guys that I did do my little half cut crease with this. You guys know that's what I love to do. It's kind of like my iconic look nowadays. I love doing that little pop of shimmer, that little pop of glitter right over my cut crease, because I feel like on me, since I have small eyes, that little cut just enlarges it. It makes me look a little bit more awake and it makes it look a little bit more glam, and I love that. So I'm really really liking this. It's the same tube, it's the same brush as their Wonder Liner. So if you love that formula, if you love that little container, then you'll really love this. I just think that through time, I do feel like this might dry out and get a little chunky, but I can't tell you guys for sure. It's just one of those formulas where, you know, you take it out, it looks a little chunky already, but it glides on smooth. So I am just saying right now that I am foreshadowing that this is going to be one of those products where if it does dry out and it does get all nasty in the tube, it will start getting a little chunky, but I can't be 100% certain with that. But I feel like not everyone is going to really love a product like this, because for me, I am not always gravitated towards items like this, especially if it's not glitter, because I'm more of like a glitter liner type of person instead of like an iridescent sheen. But I don't know, are you an iridescent sheen person? Are you a glitter person? Who are you, and are you going to use a product like this? It's very interesting, and I feel like if you are a makeup junkie and you like playing with color and a little pop of something, then this is totally it. I could totally see some people not really enjoying this and not really wanting to go the extra mile to actually get this. So that's my stance on this. I like it for what it is. It doesn't crack, doesn't crease. It actually works, just like the Wonder Liner. Referring back to my last SHOPMISSA video, the hits and misses video, I talked about how much I love the Mochi blender. So they launched some minis. So these are the same sizes as, actually the same shape, not sizes, as their original Mochi blenders. And I find myself really gravitating towards this. I know I packed it with me on vacation and I loved it. I found that whenever I wanted to just, you know, go out for a quick dinner run, then I would just use this, a little bit of concealer, and spot conceal wherever needed. Really good. Love the Mochi formula because it's firm yet squishy, very reminiscent of the Japanese Kumadori sponge, which is one of my absolute favorites. Packs on a punch, doesn't eat up a lot of foundation, so it still offers you a lot of coverage. Both of these work really, really well, and I see myself actually getting a lot of use out of it, even though I don't necessarily like small blenders. This, compared to a lot of small blenders, is actually a little bit bigger because I noticed that it is just a little bit more round, so I'm able to hold it without having my fingertips get in the way. And I think that was my entire issue with small blenders in general. It's just that they were too small for me to hold, and these ones, since they're a little bit bigger, I do have a little bit more surface area to actually hold the blender and have the actual side fit on my face. So really enjoying these. Mochi formula, one of my favorites. Couldn't go wrong with this. If you don't like mini blenders, you won't like this, but give it a shot. It's only $1. And I also want to mention the Mochi blenders are part of their A+ collection, so 88 cents gets donated to children in third world countries who need education, and they also help build schools out there too, which I think is so freaking amazing. Okay, let's go on into the next one. The primer and setting spray. All right, I'm gonna put these down real quick because let's talk for a minute. They discontinued the UHD setting spray, which was my personal favorite. I don't know if you know me, but everything that I love always gets discontinued, and I just felt like that was a huge slap in the face. I said, oh my god, I need to buy a million backups. So I decided to give these a go. I was hoping it was the same formula but repackaged, and you know what? I feel like it's very, very similar. I do, however, want to start with the primer spray though, just so we can go in chronological order. So the original primer spray that they had in their collection, I really did not like because I felt like it made me look really oily, and I'm not a type of person who necessarily gets oily, but it's usually the products that I have underneath my foundation that breaks up and makes me look oily anyway, and that was how I felt with the original primer spray. This primer spray, I don't really see a huge difference in my makeup. I mean, it more or less just feels like a toner spray. You know what I mean? It doesn't really feel like it's gripping my foundation. It doesn't feel like it's minimizing my pores. It just feels hydrating on the skin. So, you know, if you're really, really dry, you might really like this. But as a actual makeup item, I don't really see this being all that amazing. It's not knocking my socks off, but let's go into the setting spray. So the setting spray is very similar to the UHD setting spray, their original one, and I like the fact that this smells a little bit better. So this one smells just a little bit more fresh and clean rather than just a little stale, you know what I mean? So this actually to me gives my foundation a lot more longevity. It does claim to be a matte finish setting spray, but I don't find that to be the case. I actually find my face actually looking a little bit dewy at the end of the day, which, as most of you guys know, I love that look. So the claim is a little bit misleading, but all in all, I find this to be very, very comparable to the original setting spray, which I mean, I have no complaints about. And this setting sprays are also part of their A+ collection as well. So the 88 cents again gets donated to children for their education. So SHOPMISSA ended up launching some brush cleaners. Now, this was more of a disappointing product to me because I am an avid user of the Cinema Secrets brush cleaner, and if you've ever used that, you know it's the best in town. It's the best in the game. It's #1 in the beauty community. And I felt like this, from an avid user of that product, let me down a little bit. But let me tell you, if you are new to this brush cleaner game, you will really like this. It's just that I expected this to be a full-on dupe, but it's not. So I'm actually gonna demo it right now, just because I don't have a demo for you that I've already filmed. I know this is gross, but it's mine. These are my products, it's fine. So I'm gonna use the brush that I use for my eyeshadow today. This is the Sigma E35. I'm just gonna dunk it in, and I don't like the spray on this because I don't feel like my bristles get fully coated. So one, that was disappointing. Now I'm going to run this on a paper towel. I just wanted to do it on something white so you guys could see better, because normally I would do it on like a brown towel, but that wouldn't give anyone justice, would it? Not in this demo. So I kind of just go in circular motions. And this brush, when actually cleaned with actual soap, it actually gets pretty white, but it actually kind of stays a little tinted. So it's just a little bit tan, as you could see. It's not all the way clean, but I guess I could say it is disinfected for the most part. It's just that the staining from the residual shadow is still there. So I really like that about it. It does take about a minute to completely dry off, which is great compared to a lot of other brush cleaners on the market, because I know some, once you dunk it in and once you swirl it, it's game over. It's like you dipped your brush in water. It will take a million years to dry off. But this one, it is a little bit dry. You just have to wait 1 minute. Cinema Secret, dry instantly. So it is a little bit different. I think another key difference is also the scent. So I use the rose one here, which definitely smells like roses. And then they also have a lavender one. Now, if I were to realistically use it how it was marketed, I would have to use it with the spray, right? Now, the spray is good and all, but I feel like at that point you're wasting a little bit more product because you're trying to pinpoint it on this small brush, right? And it just doesn't work that way. It just doesn't do the job. It doesn't clean as much as if I just dipped it into the bottle. This is what my napkin looks like after I've swirled it in. So, you know, it got a sufficient amount of product in, and I do feel like it's good to try, especially if you are traveling and you just need something that will work, and you know you're just not going to be deep cleaning your brushes. You just need something, you know, to make sure your brushes are okay. This is a good product, but as a dupe for Cinema Secret, no. Lashes. Lashes. Oh my goodness, SHOPMISSA released brand new lashes, which is so stinking exciting. So this is an extension of their Faux Mink lash line, which is my favorite lash line in their entire collection. I think this is where the money's at for me because I buy these bi-weekly. I literally keep spending my money on them because they are so freaking delicious. They're so good. I love the way my eyes look with them. They're not heavy, they are inexpensive, and they just look so luxe. So I wanted to show you guys the two new styles. So I started off with the style Tracy, and these are your typical cat wing flare lashes. These are really beautiful. The inner corner isn't too short. It's actually a pretty decent size lip length. I want to say it's in between a small to medium, and then it goes out to a pretty long outer corner. And I just love the fact that there are small crisscrosses in the lashes, so they just look so fluffy, plush, and elegant on the eyes, and they just enlarge it. Oh my god, they enlarge your eyes and makes it so glam. Now, as far as the one that I am wearing right now, I'm wearing this style called Jessica. And funny fact, everyone calls me Jessica. Like, they don't know my name, they kind of look at me and they say Jessica, but no, that's not my name. But this style is really pretty. This is a really nice crisscross lash. I felt like it went from medium to long, especially in the inner corner going towards the outer corner. So I felt like, oh, these might be too big for my eyes, but in fact, it's a very nice light and wispy lash once you have it on. It's almost a little bit natural, I would say, a little bit. These are really cute, and these are a daily lash that I would wear. So I love these so much, and I actually have backups already. So if you haven't tried these yet, I definitely recommend them. They're super light on the eyes. I also love the SHOPMISSA glue as well. I use this in every single video. One of my absolute favorites. I have a review on it. After the lashes, they launched a huge selection of oils. I have not used all of them, but I did use quite a few. So most of you guys know I do diffuse in my room, and I love diffusing either eucalyptus, peppermint, or sometimes lemongrass. Lemongrass is a hit or miss sometimes with me. Sometimes it gives me a headache, sometimes it won't. But they launched some diffusing oils, they launched some body oils, and everything under the sun. Let's talk about the body oils. So all of the oils come in this small container, and then when you take off the cap, there's a little sifter, I want to say. So it's just a little dot, and then it's supposed to come out. But I find that these body oils, they can also be used in your hair as well. They are so thick that they do not come out at all. Not one bit. So I do have to actually, you know, pry it out and use the oils, you know, by pouring it. But other than that, when you do get the oils out, these feel so good on the skin. Personally, I do use argan oil in my hair as a heat protectant. It is how I keep my hair so nice and luscious and healthy. And then for my body, I'll sometimes use coconut oil, especially when I'm mixing it in with another oil. So I believe if you mix one of these oils, preferably like the body oils, with a oil like tea tree, it's supposed to be like a natural insect repellent. So that's what I've been using during this transitional season, because I am not the one to be bitten by mosquitoes. No ma'am, nay, I don't want it. They also have these oils that can be directly applied on the skin as well. So some of these are labeled stress, energy, here we have clarity, etc, etc. So whatever mood you want to feel, like, well, you don't want to feel stress, but this is for your stress. If you want to feel, you know, clarity, any of that, you would apply these, and the oil blend will help you make you feel some type of way. I haven't used these ones yet, truthfully, so I really don't know if they work or not, but one of my ex-boyfriends, his mom actually used to make me oil blends for, you know, some of my anxieties and stuff, and I feel like it really does help me. So I actually still have her oil blends that I do use on myself, which I really like. So I do have these just in case. The oils so far, I feel like they're really nice to use, but I feel like they are really tiny. And I also feel like, again, some oils are thicker than others, so it will sometimes not come out of the package. So if you are into oils, this may be something to look at, because I know oils in general are really expensive. I think the cheapest I've ever found an oil was $5 per bottle. So having it here for $1 is really good, and you can also buy them in the little bundle deals. They have them, I believe, for like 5% off. Yeah. So you can get the oils online, and they'll have it based on the type. So they have the carrier oils, essential blend oils, essential body oils, so on and so forth. So I love that they have, you know, bundle deals for you guys, just in case you want to try it. The one product that I actually didn't buy was the Paw Paw Charity brush set, the All About Eyes set. Now, as most of you guys know, that is one of my favorite brush sets in the SHOPMISSA line in general. But the reason why I didn't buy this one was because the only thing different was the color. It's black instead of pink. Now, I like the ones that I have in my collection, and I have a ton of brushes. So I just didn't feel the need to buy this one, truthfully, because I feel like it's just gonna be a waste of space with, I mean, I already have it. Why do I need another one, you know? And I know some people were DMing me and were kind of upset that I wasn't buying it and doing a review on it when I already have the pink one and I already reviewed the pink one. It was just a whole thing. So I didn't buy it simply because I just felt like as a consumer, I didn't need it. Now today is Tuesday, and that meant they are launching a brand new product, and that product for today is the Paw Charity sponges in a 6-pack. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. That is what I have been waiting for. If you guys were here for any length of time, you guys have heard me talk about how I buy them in bulk. I bought 20 at a time. I bought 10 at a time. I literally have purchased so many of those sponges. I don't even know why SHOPMISSA didn't even send me this one. Like, I don't get it. But anyway, I bought it today and it's a 6-pack of my favorite sponges. I actually threw my recent one away simply because it looked like it was done. So I'm excited to get this in the mail and actually have a fresh new pack available. So some of the launches that I did not buy were the F-bombs, which are bath bombs. And the main reason for that is I moved into a new room, and unfortunately, my bathroom has no bathtub. So, what do you want me to do? What do you, like, I can't change that, and I'm not gonna go use someone else's tub. Just, you know, we're just not going to do that. So I just purposefully didn't buy the F-bombs simply because I'm not gonna use them. And then the other thing that I didn't buy was some of their, I guess, self-care stuff. So they have a sleeping mask for the eyes, and then they have some facial scrubs, and then they also have a hair brush. I simply didn't buy that because I knew I wasn't going to use it. Now I am considering buying the little pill box because, you know, there are some things that I do have to take, and I thought that it was cute, but I don't take a lot of pills. So that was my thought process. Like, I'm not gonna really utilize it, you know, because I don't take a lot of pills, but I do take some. And that wraps up this video, you guys. I hope you guys all enjoy the video. I hope you guys enjoyed my demos, my opinions on the products. I try to keep my videos as informative as possible, and most of you guys know I'm buying this with my own money, so that is not going to skew my opinion in any way, nor if SHOPMISSA decides to send me things in the future, it's not going to skew my opinions, because at the end of the day, I want you guys to make smart decisions on what you guys want to purchase. Now, with that being said, if you guys want to support me and these SHOPMISSA videos, I do have an affiliate link with SHOPMISSA. It's always going to be in the description box below, so please check that out. As always, I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye! Peace out, Girl Scouts.